Top of the morning to you now, and happy St. Patrick's Day. My name is Nodmportant, and I will not be speaking in this accent the whole video. With St. Patrick's Day being so recent, I thought it only appropriate to do a video in honor of the holiday. Before I get into the meat of the video, I wanted to go over a bit of the history of the holiday. St. Patrick's Day is a holiday that celebrates St. Patrick on the traditional date of his death, March 17th. St. Patrick is the patron saint of Ireland. The St. Patrick's Day celebrations that we typically associate with the holiday have varied vastly in the modern times, compared to the more traditional sense of the holiday. St. Patrick's Day was made an official Christian feast day in the early 17th century and is observed by the Catholic Church, the Anglican Communion, the Eastern Orthodox Church, and the Lutheran Church. The day commemorates St. Patrick and the arrival of Christianity in Ireland, and, by extension, celebrates the general heritage and culture of the Irish. St. Patrick's Day is a public holiday for the Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland, and the Canadian provinces of Newfoundland and Labrador. The holiday is also widely celebrated in places such as the UK, Canada, Brazil, the United States, and so many more. In Ireland, the celebrations generally involve public parades, festivals, kiva, and the wearing of green attire or shamrocks. Christians who belong to a liturgical denomination also attend church services. While in America, St. Patrick's Day is typically associated with just another excuse to go out drinking, in this case green beer. In Ireland, it's actually a fairly significant holiday for them. The holiday has a fair amount of cultural significance to them, as St. Patrick is the person who brought Christianity to Ireland, and the holiday has brought about a resurgence of Irish pride for the natives of Ireland. Whether you hold to the more traditional Irish version of St. Patrick's Day or the more modernized version of St. Patrick's Day that America and many other countries participate in, it's still a fairly significant day for many. That being said, I don't want this video to go on too long, so if you're interested in learning more, I have a link to the Wikipedia article in the description down below. If you're interested in me doing a full-fledged video on the subject, leave a comment down below and maybe I'll just make a full video on the subject. Today we're going to be reviewing Green St. Patrick Color by Fun Coloring World. We're going to be splitting this review into 4 different categories. To remind us of what those categories are, I'm going to pop those on the screen right now. That being said, let's get into it. Green St. Patrick Color is a paint by number game where you paint by numbers. That's pretty much it. You have various Irish themed pictures you can color. The pictures you can color can range anywhere from a scenic background to a shamrock to leprechauns. You have a section where you can view pictures that you are currently doing, a section where you can see completed pictures, and a section where you can collect the pictures. When you view the pictures in your collection, you can choose to download the picture and even have an option to set it as a background photo. You can also restart the picture if you enjoyed it that much. If you're ever confused on where a particular color is supposed to be put, you can use a hint that will direct you right to it. Once you get a certain percentage of the picture done, you have the ability to watch an ad to receive some more hints. A neat feature that they have in this game that I've not seen in others of a similar nature is that if you press and hold on an image, the app will actually recommend pictures of a similar nature to you. Unfortunately, not all the images it recommends are St. Patrick's Day themed, and to be clear, this is a game on the App Store that is advertised as being purely about St. Patrick's Day. So it is a bit off-putting to see stuff such as an Easter-themed picture, the Terminator, or Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as options for you to color in what's supposed to be a St. Patrick's Day-themed paint-by-number app. There are some more things I have to talk about, but I will be addressing those later in the video. In terms of enjoyability, it's not bad. I mean, it's a paint-by-number game. What you see is what you get. There aren't any crazy gimmicks about it. If you enjoy a paint-by-number game, you're more than likely going to enjoy this one. So, I would rate this section a 6 out of 10. The ads in this game aren't horrible and are actually fairly reasonable for when they're played. In my experience, they played right before and directly after I finished one of the pictures. Ads are almost always going to be one of those necessary evils, but this game does it rather well, all things considered. As a result, I would rate this a 6 out of 10. For microtransactions, you can spend anywhere from $5.99 to $59.99, but as far as I can tell, it's not necessary to be able to play the game. There's a VIP section where you can spend any money you wish to for this game, but I wouldn't recommend it. You're able to spend $5.99 on 50 hints, $6.99 for no ads, or $9.99 for unlimited hints. You are able to get a free 3-day trial for the VIP services. The VIP services include unlimited free hints, the removal of all ads, and the unlocking of 10,000 plus images, all for the low price of $59.99, or $1.13 every week charged yearly, or $2.25 every week charged monthly. Yes, you heard me right, they charge weekly for this stuff. Now, I can understand having a yearly charge broken down into a month-by-month basis, but this seems a bit excessive, especially for something like this. So far, this has been the worst microtransaction section out of all of the games I reviewed up to this point. As a result, I'm gonna have to rate this section a 3 out of 10. In terms of longevity, it actually holds up half decent if you enjoy color by number games. It's something you could just sit down and do for a while and be happy and content with. The ad situation isn't horrible, and it doesn't shove the microtransactions in your face. And on top of that, I don't think that the microtransactions are necessary to play in the first place. So, I would rate this section a 5 out of 10. It's not exactly the style of game I enjoy playing, but it's not horrible. Now, this is where I should be telling you what my total rating for the game is and going into what the Google Play Store page says. But remember how I said earlier in the video I had more to talk about? This is where that starts, and unfortunately, it's not entirely good. Let me explain. On the Google Play Store, this game is rated E for everyone. What that is supposed to mean is that it's generally suited for all ages. It may contain minimal cartoon, fantasy, or mild violence, and or infrequent use of mild language. However, I would say this game needs to be rated a T for teen at a minimum. The reason being for that is I discovered some, shall we say, risque pictures of some well-proportioned females. On top of that, a number of these pictures aren't even St. Patrick's Day themed. Now, if you want to put those kind of pictures in what is admittedly advertised as an adult coloring book, that's all well and good. But when I think of a game that is rated E for everyone, I think of a game that I don't have to worry about my grandma looking over my shoulder and being shocked by what she sees. And this game simply does not hold to that rating. Whether this was done maliciously or unintentionally, I couldn't tell you. But what I do know for sure is that I would not advise letting kids use this app as a result. As a result of these pictures, I have to rate this game a 3 out of 10. This is a game that kids can easily get access to because of its low rating. And those pictures I mentioned previously, they could potentially cause a lot of problems for a growing child if they happen to come across them. If the rating gets bumped up to a T for teen in the future, maybe I could rate this a 5, even a 6 out of 10. But until that happens, this game is going to remain at that 3 out of 10. On the Google Play Store, this game is currently rated at 4.9 stars with 613 individual reviews, with over 10,000 downloads as of the filming of this video. The game is currently rated E for everyone, but as I mentioned previously, it really should be rated at least T for teen. The game was published on January 25th, 2024, with the most recent update being on February 22nd, 2024. If we're lucky, we may get an update that will fix what is, in my opinion, the incorrect rating for the game. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to see what comes next. In the spirit of St. Patrick's Day and the Irish, I'll leave you with this. May love and laughter light your days and warm your heart and home. May good and faithful friends be yours wherever you may roam. May peace and plenty bless your world with joy that long endures. May all life's passing seasons bring the best to you and yours. This is Nodmportant, nodding off.